Hello there, everybody. Today I'm just going to be kind of touring around some back roads close to home here, since we are under our 5th, 6th Ontario lockdown here. It is what it is, but yeah, like I said, I'm just going to be sticking close to home. It's a nice day, so I'm probably going to be doing a lot of wild foraging, so this video might be a little bit different, not so much vehicle heavy, but I'll definitely be looking for what I can find in terms of ramps and fiddleheads and some maybe some different kinds of mushrooms. I'm not a huge mushroom fan, but if I see some morels, I'm not going to pass them up. But we still might be a little bit early for morels this time of year. Everything is coming out of the ground super early anyway. I mean, I've been hearing from a couple different sources that fiddleheads are already up, which you normally don't get until like the second week of May around here. So I'm going to definitely be on the lookout for some of those. I love them. For anybody that doesn't know what a fiddlehead is, you'll see in the video here. And it's basically tastes like a little tiny baby asparagus. When you cook them up, they're super tender, but they got a nice little crunch to them. So if you like asparagus, you should definitely check out fiddleheads. You can usually find them in grocery stores and stuff once people start harvesting them. So yeah, stick around and I'll take you with me, and wherever I end up, we'll sit down and chat there again. So I just stopped down here at a little boat launch that a lot of us locals use for fly fishing and fishing in the Saugeen River. For the longest time, this area was kind of unbuildable land designated by the ministry, but recently some people have moved into the area and developed and redid their property lines. So they're getting pretty strict now, because now everywhere except for this road allowance, there's private property signs all over the place where they never used to be. It's unfortunate to see, but we're going to be responsible today and obey those signs and not go any further than this. So I'm going to turn around and head out of here. So after driving back roads for a little bit, I found a very beautiful spot. It's nice and sunny out. I found lots and lots of ramps. I'm very happy about this spot. It's not the spot that I normally go to, but we'll turn the camera around and show you what I'm looking at. There you go. Now you can see just all that green in the forest. You know, it's just a beautiful sight. There's ramps all over the place, up on the hills, all down into the valley. It's just absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to grab my bucket here. I got a nice little drywall bucket. I'm going to go take my fill of ramps. Not going to take more than I need, that's for sure. There's another good little patch here. Just going to take a couple of these. Basically, I'm only taking enough right now that I'm actually going to use. I'm going to make some pasta tonight with a nice ramp sauce to go with it. So I'm really only going to need maybe a handful or two. And this way, I'm only taking, a select few, and there'll be plenty here to keep growing for the rest of the summer, flower, and spread their seed later on this year. As I'm walking through the forest here, you can just see the amount of ramps that are just covering the forest floor here. Like, this is what you really want to see. It's just amazing. Unfortunately, somebody has, see if I can get a better shot at this. Fortunately here, somebody has come and dug all these up. And that's just a waste. All the bulbs are dried up. Like somebody just got in there with a shovel. That's exactly how you don't do it. That's too bad. Another really cool spot about some of these back roads that you encounter is some of these old settler graveyards. This one's on a pretty derelict back road, so it's not seen by a lot of people. It's kind of fallen in disrepair, but they're still pretty neat to check out. You see a lot of the history. This one in particular has a little bit of a local urban legend to it. I'll post the link down below to a blog post I did about the whole legend in this area, but the short of it, it is the legend of Mary Rutherford. As the legend goes, because she was married later in life, she obviously was a witch. It's kind of become a rite of passage for the local kids to come up here and party and touch the gravestone, because according to the legend that if you touch the gravestone, you're going to break whatever finger you put on there. I mean, I touched the gravestone as a kid. My fingers didn't break, so take what you will from that. But still a pretty cool little spot to check out. Unfortunately, because of the partying, it does get a lot of garbage, so I come back here every once in a while to clean up what I can, but being early spring, seems like a lot of garbage was accumulated from people cleaning up their backyards. It's a little bit too much for me to handle. I'll take you over here anyway and show you what I'm talking about. I'd love to organize a cleanup to come back here with a trailer and a couple more people, but due to COVID, I don't really think that's going to happen anytime soon. Unfortunately, this is what I'm looking at. It's quite the sight to be seen. There's a lot there, and unfortunately it just continues as you go down a little bit further with some more recent dumping of clothing that, you know, could be donated, but I don't know why people don't seem to understand that. Anyway, I'm going to pick up what I can here, and then I'm going to carry on with my trip. Alright, so I just stopped here at a local conservation area. This is one of my go-to spots for fiddleheads, so no, I'm not going to give it out. But as soon as I got on the little walking trail, they're kind of all under the brush. It's still a little bit early for the fiddleheads, but I'm going to pick a few and I'll show you how I do that. So you can see here, these are the fiddleheads I'm looking for. They're the ostrich fern fiddleheads. There's a couple other different kinds, so you're going to have to consult a book to see for yourself which ones are toxic and which ones are good to eat. But these ostrich fern ones are good to eat. You can pretty much find them anywhere along rivers and pretty much right on the riverbank, any kind of sandy type area. There's another little grouping here. These ones are a little bit beyond. Once they start to extend themselves like that, I don't want to pick them. I want them to still be curled up and covered in brown. The brown paper you just wash off. So just like the leaves, just like the leeks, I just take my knife and come in and cut them like that. And then that's exactly what I'm looking for. That's what focuses. Focus. There we go. That's exactly what I'm looking for right there. Still got the brown, still got a little bit of the brown on it, and you can see the stem. It's kind of like a V shape. That's how you can tell that it's an ostrich fern. This is why most people miss them very easily, because this time of year they're pretty much still in the ground. As you can see, just that brown little hump, that's all you can see, but that's exactly what I'm looking for. So just like the leeks, you don't want to take any more than 3 or 4 of the stalks. That right there is good. These ones are still pretty in there. You can see here why they're very hard to find. All this green, just a little bit that's poking out. Just like the leeks, you don't want to take any more than maybe 2 or 3 of these stalks per, I don't know what that was, per plant. This way it allows the rest to keep going, and it'll be here next year. Okay, so I don't think you really want to sit here and watch me pick a bunch of fiddleheads, so I'm going to keep going and doing my thing, and then I'm probably just going to maybe do a little bit of B-roll and then call that quits for this video. So thanks everybody for checking it out, and I'll catch you in the next one. So that's my spoils of ramps and fiddleheads just from right here by the river. So that'll definitely make a nice couple meals. I'm gonna have the fiddleheads with some steak tonight. Super looking forward to that.